We're live?
Paul, give us the good news.
Guys, the market is down a ton, and I wanted to go live to everybody in our Everything Money chat channel. We have a live stream just for our subscribers to our software at 3 p.m., so in 59 minutes. But I wanted to sit here and talk about this.
Tell me.
Where's my pen? Here it is. Look at this. This is big stuff. Yesterday, the market rallied big in the last hour because of Comrade Powell's comments. You like that?
I call him Daddy Powell.
What do you call him?
Daddy
Powell. I call him Comrade Powell. His comments about not the 0.75% is off the table. Guys, I believe the capitulations happened. This is the start of the big bear market. I have thought this before, and it turned out to be false. This one feels different. I could be wrong. Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, I think it does feel different. And I really like that we've been really saying for about 2.5 months, this is the start of it. And I'm glad that it didn't happen just like that. It's been 2.5 months of up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yes, it's been, but with a downward
That's
trend. So let's look at the guys. On January 5th, I changed my S&P short to a NASDAQ short for a tax loss harvest. Fucking unbelievable how lucky I got on that one. I mean, literally unbelievably lucky to do it at that time. The NASDAQ is down year to date.
Come on.
21%, while the S&P is down year to date 13%. So I have an 8% differential on the exact same dollars shorted. That's almost $1 million in extra gains for me along the way. Now, the reason I wanted to go live to Everything Money is if you've liked our channel, this is completely about you're crazy if you don't belong to our software. The number of stocks we've told people to avoid. The only two that have absolutely skyrocketed that we told people not to avoid was Tesla and Amazon. I'm only saying Amazon from back in the day because Amazon's down 30-some% in the last few months.
Check out what Tesla's down in the last
Tesla's down 30-some% last few months. Those will follow suit. They will be down. But all the other ones and all those other YouTube losers recommended, Palantir, Shopify, Spotify, Square, literally every single hype stock out there, I said avoid this. And I was told, Paul, you are dumb. You're missing it. Spoiler alert. I go in the comments now and I troll. And I say to people, hey, how does that stock look now, loser, that you're down 90%? The reason I say this, guys, is join the software. Join the community. Everybody in there has a very good set of thoughts. Everythingmoney.com, patreon.com/everythingmoney. This is where you go there to learn. People are talking all day about this stuff. And I'll be honest, people are giving me credit. I don't want credit yet. Give me credit in 5 years.
Well, Paul, as a normal person, I'm in a unique position. This is the first time I've really experienced this. If you're at home and you've never seen a huge bull market followed by something like this, which is just the start,
Not like COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go through a transition where, I used to check my balance on my Fidelity account every day, and you got upset with me. And sure enough, now you say market down, Mo, you say red, I'm smiling ear to ear.
Oh,
I know my account is crashing,
yeah,
but I'm not thinking about it like money. I'm thinking about it like shares, and I got in on good, disciplined companies.
Yep.
So it's like, this is wonderful. I don't even know how else to say it. This is just wonderful.
I know. I log into my account because I have a lot of long positions, and I look, and I'm down today, but I am so excited. I mean, this just looks like there's buying opportunities closer than they were yesterday. That's how I look at it.
And that's it. If you follow our process, which is picking the right price of a stock at the right price, your job is just to wait. Just to wait. And a lot of these stocks are falling down and have more to fall, and they will fall further. I just sold puts today on Best Buy and a bunch of those stocks I love. And guess what? Don't get me wrong. The stocks I bought have fallen. Do not get me wrong.
100%.
I started buying Bob at 184, and it's fallen down to 75. But keep in mind, I also wasn't buying Bob at 310. Mm-hmm. I love Bob. I started buying Facebook at 250. It's gone down to 175. I wasn't buying Facebook at 380 when it peaked. That's the point. The point is, if you love a company and you love it for the right reasons, the right fundamental reasons, when it drops, you look at it as a buying opportunity. You don't look at it as, oh my God, what happened? These other companies that had no reason to be where they were.
Forget about it, Paul. I mean, you're trying to compare Tattooed Chef,
exactly,
versus Alibaba, folks, is one of the biggest The third biggest company in China. Go to Alibaba's YouTube page. See the network, the framing of the shipping they have. They have planes and ships, and they have trucks, and it looks exactly like Amazon. It's just incredibly cheap. That was so cheap. It's so eye-opening to me, Paul, when I finally looked like what Alibaba actually does, the people who are working there, and it's incredible. But comparing that to Tattoo Chef, give me an effing break.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just Tattoo Chef. It's a list of 50 companies that we sat there and said, avoid this, avoid this. Paul, you're wrong. Look at this thing. It's up 100%. Okay. It's up 100%. The stock prices.
Correct.
But the fundamentals of the business don't justify that. And I said avoid. And I think, look at ARK Investments by Kathy Wood. Her average loss in her top 20 holdings is 72% as of a while ago.
Not right now.
Not right now. It's probably worse right now. Look at the NASDAQ today. The NASDAQ is down 5.2%. Let's check out ARK. My girlfriend ARK. It is down 9.2% today.
Crashy Wood.
Crashy Wood
ETF is down 9%.
Down 9% when the NASDAQ's down 5%. Her stocks are so speculative and stupid. And it's only going to get worse, by the way, guys. And look at her chart. This chart, 3-year chart. It's basically at where it started, $46.24 on May 5th, 2019. And guess what? Here's the sad part. The average investor in ARK, and it's been proven, bought right here. The average investor is down 40% on ARK. I read this article recently based on the timing when the money came in. The average investor invested in ARK is down 40%.
You're speculating that Kathy's going to just start feeling old soon, and
Kathy's going to bow out at some point and say, hey, I'm 65, my career, I've done great things, I'm going to go spend time with my family. When actuality is, she's being forced out. But it's going to be the good, you know what, I need to spend time with my family. And I've seen this time and time again.
I love seeing these. It makes me so happy to see these companies. Shopify today. Shopify was the most disruptive thing in the whole world. It couldn't go down, and it is down 80%. And this morning, they reported pretty damn good earnings, and the stock was down 16% at one point. It could certainly be worse. Over 80%. I love seeing these hype stocks that people said are just the next big thing that didn't make money just come to fruition. It's so great.
Yep.
Gives me a little tingle.
So anyways, guys, I have no problem saying this. This does satisfy me because it's been a long road for me. I've had my own personal bear market for the previous 4 years, and I do think the next 10 or 12 years are going to be very difficult. Does that mean you can't make money? No. In fact, if you follow our value investing process, you can actually beat the market much better when there's a bear market than when there's a bull market.
Yep.
And I'm telling you right now, guys, sign up. Everythingmoney.com. If you've hesitated, it's less than a cup of coffee. I'm absolutely here because, guys, this is the proof in the testament. Go look at all the hype stocks on YouTube that we said avoid because of our process. Absolutely every single one is down from when we said it, except for Tesla and Amazon. And I shouldn't say every single. Are there any other ones? I'm sure there's something. But guys, literally.
Well, some are worse. I mean,
oh yeah, some are way like Peloton. Oh yeah, some of these are.
genomics.
Look at Workhorse. That idiot Stock Mo said I would keep Workhorse even though I get the government contract. It peaked at $40. What's it at now?
Can you imagine? Well, I haven't looked.
What's
Dear
Workhorse
God.
at now?
I mean,
And
Workhorse Group.
look at that.
$3.07. Can somebody do the math of $4 down to $3? That's a 92.5% drop.
Pull up that Ocugen company. This was supposed to be, and remember, guys, this was
ACGN.
a lot of this. What we're talking about is COVID-run stocks, and this Ocugen company.
My God,
pull it up on
Paul.
screen.
175 OCGN. 175 to $2.30.
Yep.
Guys, can anybody do the math on that?
It's not possible. It's
Well-
a negative number.
That's not a negative number.
No, yes, it is. You paid Ocugen to lose
And
all
then
your
look,
money.
that was 2014, right, Paul? Back there, 700.
2018.
18. There you go.
no.
Guys, I mean, this is it's the best.
Well, Paul,
And
go ahead, Mo.
I specifically remember standing right here making a video. This was the video where I was drawing and the pen fell out of my hand. So I grabbed the other pen and I kept going. This is why I remember this. People called me, said that I was the stupidest person for not knowing what I'm talking about when it comes to the biotech industry because Ocugen is the next big thing. So if you're out there and you said that, screw you.
Oh my gosh. Well, this isn't. We're not gonna have our champions parade quite yet, Paul, because you're saying this could get a lot worse.
It will get a lot worse. It's not that it could get a lot worse. It will get a lot worse. And it might take time. We might have a bear market rally here. We might have we need to suck people in and go, hey, wait a second. Actually, let me send something. Who sent me this the other day? Because I've seen this 1,000 times before. But guys, you got to remember that it's not hard to sit there. What is hard is to sit there and be patient.
Yep.
and be okay when everybody else is saying that you're wrong. That's the hard part. I mean, where is this thing?
To be honest, it's hard on days like today when you have minus 5% on the NASDAQ to not get excited and get ready to buy things. You still got to be patient. Still wait for your values to come in place. They will come in place, I promise you.
And if they don't, then move on. There's 10,000 companies out there. Find the 20 to 40 that work for you.
Yep.
And this process works. Value investing always works because people get, if your neighbor, it can't be possible where everybody in the world, including your 17-year-old pimply neighbor who's a caddy at the local country club, knows what he's doing about stocks. It's literally impossible. Literally impossible. And by the way, I agree. T. Rowe Price does look interesting. I still don't think I'm buying it right now. I think we did a stock analyzer tool, but all the more reason, join our stock analyzer tool, join our software. Look what you get in the software, guys. All of this stuff and more. 8 pillars, retirement calculator, stock analyzer tool, 8-pillar portfolio. Every day we release content. It's called A Few Good Minutes. Watch list. I now set my watch list on every stock I love. Best Buy. Hit my target for selling puts. I'm going to start selling puts now at lower prices. This is all the stuff you learn. It's so funny. Listen, I guarantee you, you follow our process to the T, you will beat the market. That's an absolute guarantee. You follow value investing to a T, you will beat the market. The hard part is the emotional aspect. That's why we have the community. Because everybody, I love how every single time I see people questioning, you'll see other people in the comments saying, guys, remember the process. The process is being patient, and you have that community of people helping you. Everythingmoney.com, guys, less than a cup of coffee. I'm telling you right now, I don't understand why you would not spend less, like literally $1 a day. Not even $1 a day to be part of the software. It's literally insane to me.
I talk to people and I would be completely lost in a sea of confusion, especially if my financial planner, who my mother's financial planner has her in all this malarkey. She won't listen to me, Paul, because she's a trusted source. But your financial planner, the people that know about stocks, I mean, all of this stuff, it is a source of vindication for you, right, Paul? I mean, it hasn't gone down completely, but this is just astonishing to watch in real time.
And again, this is going to keep going. Because, guys, we have to swing the pendulum. Have I been looking at watches lately?
Yes.
The pendulum has to swing. Here's the pendulum. I don't even know what a pendulum looks like that.
Yeah.
It's got to swing. The further it goes to one side, it's got to go to the other side. We've been in this era of euphoria of every stock. Fundamentals don't matter. Guys, if you're a student of history, go look at the history of the stock market. Go look at the history of all investments. They swing. The pendulum swings. What we find is the best times to buy are when things are most pessimistic. And I love it when I see articles now saying, and pessimism's high. No, when I say pessimism, I mean literally people say you should not own stocks. That's the time you should be going all in. We're not anywhere close to that yet, guys. I believe there's 50 or 60% drop in the market to go.
Yep. So tomorrow or Monday or whatever, the market very well could, and frankly, I hope it's up a little bit. So this is not to say that this is the start of another COVID situation right now at all. This is just saying that things are not all hunky-dory like everybody's talking about.
It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. But guess what, guys? When it gets worse, you'll be there. And we'll talk about the system. We'll talk about the process. That's the best time to be buying. And there'll be a time when you buy stocks at great values and they keep going down. We've already seen it with Bob on Facebook. It will happen where, like, literally, I love seeing the comments. Paul, you think every stock is overpriced. There'll be a time when I'm looking at every stock going, yep, it's a buy. Yep, it's a buy. Paul, every stock's a buy. They're not going up. I know.
There's going to be a time when people get upset and they say, we don't have enough money to buy all these stocks.
It will happen. Yep. It absolutely will happen. And I just look at it saying, I love it. This will be the best time to learn. You're going to learn a lot, guys. Embrace it like I do. Embrace down days. Like, this literally gets me so excited.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm hoping that our viewers can embrace the transparency of, we have people in our chat have tried, Paul. They're trying to go back and find any inconsistencies in what we've said
I'm sure there's
in the past 3 years. And we're putting our money where our mouth is. You know, today alone, I put in my $12K for my Roth IRA for this year, Paul. And of course, good. I'll be not timing the market, but getting in. Yep. And my son's buying Alibaba. So talk about, we've mentioned a bunch of stocks that have just collapsed. I mean, just embarrassingly collapsed for a lot of these other YouTubers. But, you know, something like HPQ, why are you still?
I'm HPQ, Walgreens, Intel, Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson's the one I have the least confidence in, but I just love their share buyback and their balance sheet. Actually, Smith is not the one I have least confidence in. Sleep Number, I'm like, on Sleep Number. That's why I don't have a big position on them. but I'm just buying these stocks. I look at the numbers, I do my stock analyzer tool, and I'm like, hey, as long as I believe these numbers and believe in the company, why would I not buy these? They're going to buy back enough shares where the EPS is going to drive up the stock price anyhow. Okay, that's the way I look at it. That's the way you should look at it. Sometimes it takes years. But the whole point is I'd rather buy a company that I think is undervalued and watch it buy back its shares for a long period of time than buy an overhyped company that needs to hit home runs in order to even justify their current price.
So if people are watching right now, which I love you, and make sure you're subscribing, we have a great comment. And if this is you, I'm sorry this happened to you, but Paul, if these people bought into this stuff and they're down 50, 70, 80% on Palantir, what did they do this very moment today?
Analyze every company where they stand today. If you wouldn't touch it today, get rid of it, absorb the loss. I've done it before. I've sat there and said, I don't get what happened here. I think my analysis is wrong. Sell it, move on. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. It absolutely sucks. I hate doing it. But guess what? You find that 3 days later, you don't even think about it anymore. And you like the stocks. Nothing's better than when the stocks you own, you love them, and you're like, oh, they went down, let me buy more.
You talk about this come to Jesus moment where it finally clicked for you. And I think hopefully our people have been maybe viewing me.
Well, there wasn't
a
one moment. It was after the crash of 2000. I remember thinking to myself, like, okay, well, that didn't make sense. And then over time, starting to read about value investing. And then just slowly over time, I was like, oh, got it. There was no like absolute click. It was just now that I look back, though, it feels like it just clicked.
Well, it might be clicking for some people in real time. I think today might be the first day you start making better decisions. And we see that in our community. Because, Paul, I'll tell you what, how would I say this? I mean, I was certainly doubting this process. I know all the value investors say it. All the books I've been reading say it. But was I filling my mind with the wrong process? But, of course, now that some of these have just crashed, it's just like, wow, it's right in front of us. I'm just baffled to see this. I can't believe some of these stocks are just so low. And the people who pumped these is just bonkers, man. And we know what they're getting paid.
Let's talk about crypto.
Oh, boy. Buckle your seatbelts, folks.
Guys, crypto. Bitcoin.
Put your Jimmy cap on here.
Crypto was called a hedge. Oh, it's a hedge against stocks. Crypto is down more than the S&P this year. It's 21% down versus S&P at 12.5%. And it's actually down just as much, if not more, than NASDAQ. It is not a hedge. I've been saying it. Go look at all my past videos. It is not a hedge. It is speculative. To me, crypto will be the poster child for this crash. We will look back 10 years from now and go, can you believe we thought some digital currency that they made 10,000 versions of was actually going to be worth something? I really, truly believe that crypto, Monish Pabrai in her interview thinks crypto goes to zero.
Munger and Buffett said the same.
But remember, it took them 20 years to understand Apple. No, it didn't. It took 20 years for Apple to become the stock they wanted it to be.
Exactly.
And the one Apple they missed, they avoided all the 1,000 other companies that didn't become Apple.
Yep.
All the situations. And guess what? 20 years ago, nobody wanted Apple.
And that's us with Tesla right now.
I think the key...
Tesla will be...
That's us with Tesla right now.
Tesla will be the poster child along with Bitcoin
We've missed all the crap, but we will get Tesla when the company is at maturity and the stock price is at the right price.
Closer to maturity. So maybe they're selling 3 or 4 million cars a year, and people go, why do you like Tesla? So wait a second. You like Tesla at 1 million cars a year, selling for $1,200 a share. You hate Tesla at 4 million cars a year, selling for $150 a share.
Yep. Makes sense.
Can you show people what a true hedge looks like against...
Let's go to gold, guys.
Gold.
My good friend Seth brought up gold.
Because you've been a holder of the gold miners.
I've had gold for a while now.
GDXJ, myself as
Let's go year to date on gold.
Oh my
percentage.
God. That's almost 20,000 cryptos, by the way, somebody just said.
It's up 2.5%.
Wow.
That's a hedge. Stock market's down 12 to 20%, depending on what index you're in. Gold's up 2.5%. That's a hedge. What'd you say, Mo?
This person said there's about 20,000 cryptos out there not 10,000.
Come on.
You know, Paul, it's a great comment by Connor. He says, it's funny to me. I've been following this channel for years now. Every time without fail, when the market goes down, this channel gets more views, subs, and live stream viewers dramatically. And I think it's because people start searching for an answer.
People want an answer. Now, one thing I encourage you guys is don't just follow us when things are bad. Follow us when things are, because the process works forever. And the great part is Mo and I are getting into momentum trading, and Mo does charts. We can make money in any market. Any market we can make money in. That is what you need. You don't just need to be able to short. I short the QQQ NASDAQ. This thing has killed it for me. I'm up a ton of money since January 5th. A ton. And I love it, but I have a lot of losses to make up. Don't get me wrong. I still have losses to make up. But guys, the process works over long periods of time. That's all that should matter to you.
And I think that's the main point is, Paul and Mel, we poo-poo Bitcoin, but the normal person watching this, you don't need that to be wealthy at retirement.
Nope.
I've treated this show as my journey from a dummy who doesn't know anything to being able to retire with millions.
Yeah.
And so you don't need that. I know it sounds intriguing to make $1 zillion overnight on Dogecoin.
And it's funny. Just think about the adults in your life that are 70 years old now and have millions of dollars in retirement and were blue-collar workers and didn't have Bitcoin and they still have millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You can do it without that crap. You don't need that volatility.
Get a property here, get a property there.
Exactly. Invest long-term, let it grow.
Buy into a business when you're 52, when you have money saved up.
Exactly.
All these standard things that your dads, all those dads that that are flossing with the Mercedes, the old Mercedes, those guys, that's what I want to be like. Not like these punk kids streaming on TikTok. Paul, your thoughts?
Oh, the stock's rebounding. Nasdaq's only down 4.8%. Bye.
Everybody buy the dip.
Yeah, we're wrong.
Just kidding. Don't.
Guys, we're going live in our community in 38 minutes, so I want to go rest my voice. But I just wanted to come on. We haven't gone live on the EM channel in a while, but really quick, we have a separate Everything Money Live channel. It's youtube.com/everythingmoneylive. Go there, follow us there. That way you can get our other live streams that we do at times. So thanks for the support. And I know the times are going to get harder as time goes on. Trust me on this one. Those of you watching are going to say in 2 years, man, Paul said this is going to happen. Absolutely, it's going to happen. I was too early, but if people say too early is the same as being wrong, I disagree. I was just too early. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that mistake. I can live with missing on Amazon because I thought Amazon was overpriced at 300. Now I think it's worth 1,000 a share. I was 100% wrong on Amazon. Tesla might end up being the same way because I thought Tesla was worth $30 a share. And I think now it's probably worth 100 or so maybe. And people are like, 100, that's crazy. Guys, if Peloton can go down 80%, why the heck can't Tesla?
Folks, if you're in our Everything Money community, we will go live just to you exclusively here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And if you thought Paul was unhinged here, wait till he starts unloading with all the people that love us. So we'll see you there. Head on over to Everything Money Live. We're not going to take a full victory lap, yes, but you're seeing in real time when your stock picks are not supported by anything, they can certainly fall fast. And boy, some of those, Paul, some of these are just, wow. I can't even speak. Thanks for watching us. Tickle, fondle that thumbs up on the way out. Make sure you subscribe. We'll see you next video, guys. Thanks.